Uh, Hello everyone. This is a lot more brighter than the first video that I posted, but um, I just wanted to say that I'm doing it like out of kind of like reflection, I guess. But last video, it's like a recap. It's like I'm doing a recap of like a video that I recorded out of nowhere. But I was thinking about like how this is the first time that I've actually regretted something in my life, and it's someone that I really care for and stuff like that, and it's really therapeutical to think about it, at least like when I record it, because I've done it so many times just trying to like write it in journals and stuff, but it usually never goes consistent. I think I might go consistent right once I know that um once I like have no time to record and stuff. Okay. None of that, but like yeah, just a short just like a recap of everything I've been thinking of. Like, did I actually regret my decision this time? Because kind of like the philosophy of how I think decisions are made is that all of our decisions are right at our current state of mind, and our and that in that time it was right. But whether it was right or wrong is morally ambiguous to the rest of us. It's only in within you that you would find that kind of answer, and that's and that was a first for me when I did it to someone else um, just a few months ago. And now I've just been kind of thinking about it, and I had a dream about like what could have gone gone right and what could have gone wrong from what I did, and like how I would forgive myself, like what I need to do to forgive myself. I haven't seen her in a long time, like way before. We only managed to stay in contact because we knew the distance was much closer. It wasn't a country distance level. It was more of like like several towns, several hours distance, and that kind of activated it's like activation energy in chemistry. But yeah, it was kind of like the the minimum threshold I needed to keep up with the relationship. And yeah, in the end though, I kind of drifted away because it wasn't becoming like something that I wanted. So in the end I had to do all of that. But I had a dream about it that I was gonna visit her, knock on her door, and kind of beg my way pathetically, like crying towards her legs and all that stuff. And that really made me think, because like, what if that was the activation energy I need to kind of move forward with myself without thinking about like the past anymore, because all of this like emotions and feelings that I'm feeling is like, it's like a gateway for me to enter through the past and kind of like think, oh, I regret that and regret this and all that stuff. And I don't really need that in my system, because it's not really my nature to kind of regret things that I thought was right and somehow became wrong or became the morally right decision, stuff like that. I guess I try to make sense of like the situation, but I'm not giving you like 100% the full context just for privacy reasons. But yeah, so I had that dream, and I was like in that moment when I woke up, I was really set forward to actually make that dream happen. And there's a reason why dreams don't don't actually like happen. Like your sleeping dreams, of course, like dreams as in like your goals, of course, always strive for that, but dreams don't usually happen, right? Because first of all, they're weird, and second, um, study shows that when you dream, you think of like your past negative experiences just to help you cope with what happened. And for me, I think that was just my brain's way of thinking at that time, because I was feeling a little I was feeling a little let down. I was feeling a little lonely at that time. So of course my brain had to think of something to kind of like make me happy. But in the end, it just kind of got me thinking deeper instead. So I did that, and for a moment, it was like a rush of emotions towards me. And essentially, I just thought that if I'm really dead serious about this, like, what am I supposed to say? Like, what am I supposed to expect, like, when that happens? Like, all of my expectations are just like towards me. It's suited good for me, but that's never reality. And that kind of got me wondering: is this really worth the chance to kind of get through that? So I had to talk to my friend about it, and my friend was also experienced like loss from a relationship because of boundaries, I guess. Or, well, not boundaries, I don't know the full story 100%, but they got separated, and they don't seem to acknowledge each other or kind of like stay in contact with each other, which is probably the worst things that I could have imagined in my life. Like what I did was the worst case scenario, and it was really feeded by the fact that I wanted to grow outwards, and I wanted to grow for myself. And you know, that was like the standard procedure that I wanted to go through. But when I talked to my friend about it, he told me that we'll experience that kind of emotion almost every day, and sometimes you don't even heal through it, because of life, and kind of like the expectation that like if you didn't have like any as grand as experiences as that one, which I think is kind of like the ultimatum for me, is just that your thoughts will always linger within that realm, and that kind of scares me. But yeah, it's like what my friend did tell me though is that someday you'll just have that moment. You'll just wake up in the moment, eventually not realizing that you forgot about her, and that really scares me too, because I don't want to forget her, first of all, and second, well, I'm already forgetting her, what she looks like now, because we never actually seen each other. I've only seen like pictures and everything, but in real life I never actually seen her in a long time, which is why I had that dream, I guess. Like, I wanted to see her in person. But now that I think about it, there's nothing really much I can do except like just let time go and let it just happen, I guess, in that moment. So in the end, I just wrote a screenplay for it. So funny thing, I wrote a screenplay for that exact dream. I don't know if I'll link it, if I'll link it in the description, but it's just so funny because I use that as to hand over as an assignment for school, and I don't know. I think it's kind of funny, and I think it's like kind of like what I was imagining the whole ordeal would go. So we just based on my perspective, basically. But when I was writing it, I was like super happy that I actually wrote about it, because that's when the best ideas flow together, I guess. And that really helped me a lot, to kind of like factor in like all of the feelings and emotions that I've had in that moment. It's like super reflecting and like super good. I feel relieved just thinking about it and writing about it, and I can't wait to have like more grand ideas like this based on my experiences. But yeah, and I guess that's about it. I'm still exploring like what I could do to better myself during this like um, kind of like emotional kind of like going laying low for now. But yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm I am actually currently outside, so some cool beans. So okay, I'll see you around. Thanks, guys.